The agenda for today's video is very simple. We'll be finding the best China food in KL. The first meal we'll be having is Yunnan-based cuisine. Look at that unique hole inside the pot. This whole soup is made from steamed. Before they cooked it, there's no water in the pot. After that, the steam will seep out from the hole, going into with the ingredients and slowly cook out all this soup. So the meat, the fungi inside are all well steamed. You probably had guessed it, but yes, the whole idea about Yunnan cuisine is all about fungi. With this stir-fried pork with fungi, and next up is another fungi dish, a golden soup with fungi, tofu. The yellow golden cordyceps is actually the main dish inside here. The main selling point of all the fungi cooked dish is they're all very rich in flavors and soupy. The sauce that is being cooked up from the fungi tastes absolutely delicious, and it's best to use it as a base to go with white rice. Not to mention, the color here is really beautiful. With this golden sauce here, it is very appetizing. Mix it well with the rice and it turns into a liquid gold. But if you think that this is an awesome dish, wait till you finish our another 2 more meals. We will be having 3 challenges, okay, for this video. The first one is the one that we're looking here, a fungi dish. The next one is the spicy Sichuan meal that will be coming up next. If you can't handle your chili, beware, you have been warned. The third meal that will be coming out later will be the Mongolia meaty dish. The small piece of meat here is not even comparable to what we are going to eat at the last meal. It will be a huge lamb leg, so be sure to stay all the way tuned if you're a meat lover. So finally, let's end this first meal with a flour paste dessert. It's like eating a mini garden. It's very fragrant, it's very nice. Let's go for the second one, the spicy Sichuan cuisine. It's definitely famous for lots of chili and the numbing spice, which in Chinese call it mala, which literally means a very numbing kind of taste with spicy. But first, before we start the meal, we are going to prepare a cooler, a control for the meal. We are using lots of clean vegetables as a base with some meatballs to make a vegetable soup. This will be the shield against all the fire that will be coming up next. So be sure to save this soup out for backup. Do not drink everything. You can try a little bit though. The whole combination of this soup is there is no tricks to it. Using fresh vegetables and just plain soup, it gives off a very light, clean sweetness. Definitely the perfect shield for what's coming on next. Right, let's start our spicy adventure here. Here we go. We came to a grilled lamb ribs covered in chili. Look at that greasy meat here. It is definitely being grilled to perfectness. It is crispy and is absolutely delicious. Do you see all those little seedings there? All these are actually chili seeds. So you can assume that this dish is definitely spicy. Next up, we have another stir-fried pork, but you guessed it right. All the green here are all green chili. Even though it's green, it doesn't look as dangerous, but you cannot deny that it is spicy. But that's how people eat here. They eat it literally with the meat and the chili directly. It is not a decoration. If you can't handle the heat, you best to down it down with some white rice. Or you can be like me, using the soup that we had just now as the shield to cover the heat. Then we have this cool looking bright red apple, but wait, it's not really an apple. You putting it apart is actually a bun with apple paste inside. I would say that the pastry here is well done and is very nice, soft, and is a great cool down for the mouth. Now, the third and final video, we will be having a Mongolia style feast. And you know what they are most famous for? Definitely meat, right? Mongolian lamb is well known. And one of the best part of the lamb meat is definitely on the leg side. So we'll be having this huge lamb leg, and it's definitely bigger than my entire body here. Man, it's really massive and it can take up easily 3 to 4 packs to finish this meat. We have the chef here to help us slice through it. A live slicing session is like an art to see which part to be sliced off first, which part to be sliced off later. And the most fun part, right, is that even though it is a whole piece of lamb leg, but every different part of the leg will have different texture. So it offers different variations. The outer layer that they're cutting through right now is crispy and huge charcoal flavor. So this is one of my favorites and it looks nice with all the fats inside. And in China, the tip to have a great grilled meat is to down it with beer. So let's cheers to my audience and let's keep going with our meat feast. Next up, we'll be cutting a different part of the lamb leg. As mentioned earlier, different cuts of the meat at different places, right, offer different texture. And this part, right, offers a more lean texture. It's definitely more chewy and probably some will love this preference. Moving on, we are going to the main side of the lamb leg. This part is more meaty, and as you cut inside, it starts to slowly reveal the meat side, and there are certain parts that are actually pretty fatty. So let's keep going. While the chef is cutting for us, we are busily downing and eating all the meat that is being cut through. Look at this, it is a huge piece of meat. No meat is being wasted in this process of making the video. Finally, every meat is cut off, being shaved off cleanly from the bones. Look at this small mountain of meat. Awesome, right? But this is another part that we can try. The big bone left from the leg. But we aren't done here. We got some other sides to keep going, like this vinegar cucumber to kill the grease. We have some grilled ladyfinger, some eggplant, and some classic Chinese mutton kebabs. So we have 3 big meals from 3 different provinces from China. Which one do you think is the best? From Yunan fungi soups and gravy, or the Sichuan mala spicy, or Mongolia's lamb meat feast? Be sure to comment and subscribe to Jay's Journey.